This is going to be a D&D stream with several of my friends, in which we will explore a vast world of my creation. Starting first, we have Jorkier, one of my streaming buddies.
Hoi hoi, that's me.
Tell them about some of the things you stream and some of the things you do.
Well, I like to sing, I like to draw, I like to dance, I like to act. But mainly I stream Minecraft and gotten into a new big project recently with that. That's about it.
All right. Then up next, we have Reapa. You there?
I'm a person. I like to sleep. Sleep is good. Should all get lots of it.
And we have Mitti.
Hi. I also stream. I try my best to play video games. I'm very bad at them, but I do my best, and I sometimes draw, and yeah.
Mitti is an absolute angel, okay?
Yes.
Anybody who dares to try and fight that, well, I'll fight them.
I honestly agree. Mitti is the best person.
Oh my gosh.
Then we have Funky.
Yo, I mostly do editing, real talk. At least that's what I used to do on my streams. Now I just play. What do I play? I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Not a very interesting topic to stream. I'll be very honest, but it is kind of fun. What else do? I like to read. I'm a big reader. That's like 3 things, right? I'm good. I'm good with 3 things.
I mean, to be fair, Reapa got away with 0 things, so...
Yeah, I didn't say 0 things.
Sorry, sleep. A basic
Sleep is
necessity
important.
of humans.
Hey,
Yeah, well, I didn't want to, he set the bar. I just didn't want to go near that bar. You feel me?
Wait, did it smell? Was it too sweaty for you?
I couldn't bend down far enough to pick it up.
Yeah.
Clearly you need to visit the bar a bit more.
I've been destroyed.
The bar was a tripping hazard in hell, and yet here you are, limbo dancing with the devil. So to start, we find ourselves in a city. This city is in the middle of a vast landscape that was once racked with war and devastation. Long ago, there were 3 civilizations that fought so long and so hard that their entire existence was nearly rendered to dust. However, towards the end of their life, these civilizations came to terms with the fact that they could not keep warring, and that their lands had become tainted with what was left of their weapons and monsters that they had created. These 3 civilizations each put forth a leader. These 3 leaders became the first of the triumvirate, who now lead the city, as there is only the one, beyond the age of strife that is the Skeleton War, into an age of prosperity. However, these 3 cultures still are fractured. They are the Sand People of the Ashbone Dynasty, who, through Raging Storm and long-standing tradition, held their own amongst the hordes of undead and made their own skeletons. There's the Blackwell Commune, which arose out of the death throes of an ancient tyrannical empire. One that poisoned its own wells in order to defeat the smallest of enemies. One who turned their own citizens into abominations, purely on the whim of a man known as the Tyrant. And then, there is the rune-marked hegemony of the Whispering Plains. A stoic people who prioritize political and fiscal power above all else, but have a culture of secrecy and hidden agendas. A culture in which no one knows what their neighbor or even their family does, and no one knows who will stab them in the back. We start with our players. First, in a small hut on the edge of the Blackwater swamps, we start with a ranger. This ranger is named Liam.
I'm assuming you want a description, right?
Yes, Liam, your character.
Alright. Liam is a lean, slender human with dark brown hair, dark brown eyes. He has this sort of pale skin, and he wears this long forest green leather cloak that is lined with fur in the winter. He has a couple of short swords strapped to his back and a bow along his back as well, with a quiver of arrows along his waist.
And with him, there is sitting a small bard.
This bard is very small, around 3 feet tall, with a long black wig in their hand and short black hair on their head. They don't seem as honest as most halflings do. They have bright yellow eyes. It doesn't seem quite unnatural, and often like to wear flashy jewelry, often looking as if they are inspired by Egyptian upbringing. They have olive skin, and generally they have this spectral blue cat that likes to lay on her lap whenever it can.
All right. And into this shack walks a smaller, also olive-skinned older woman with knobbled walking stick and a very thick cloak. Her hood is pulled back and her hair is in a messy braid along the top and a bun in the back. She walks up to Liam, the ranger, and says, "Excuse me, sir. I hear you're an inquisitive sort for hire."
Who is asking, if I may have the pleasure of knowing?
"I am no one of import, but I would like to make you aware of some disappearances as of late. It appears that some people have gone missing, both of the living sort and of the sentient undead, sadly, which are less common to go missing."
A strange type of people to take.
"If you manage to find out the source of this, I can put you in contact with someone who can pay you handsomely."
Someone, not you.
It is someone. That is all I can say.
Am I correct in assuming you are some sort of an envoy?
I can play some roles such as that, yes.
Can we see any symbols on their dress or on how they dress?
No, it legitimately looks like a heavy cloak for a beggar, and they have just a gnarled stick. That being said, they did find their way out to the edge of what is livable land in the Blackwater swamps.
Generally speaking, people with canes shouldn't come out this far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
Felice
some of the old people around here. They do some somersaults.
They aren't as agile as they would like you to believe.
All right. I will be going. However, and a single gold piece stamped with the Blackwell's symbols is placed on your table. Consider this payment for the time.
Say perchance someone did want to accept this. Where would they go for?
You find out what's causing it, and you will get your answer. One last thing, as they reach out and place the coin down. The entirety of their right hand is skeletal, with vines growing up their bones, holding it together. Which is not uncommon for the Blackwater swamps, but it is interesting to note that she is a sentient undead.
Do you have a connection with nature?
I mean, I tend a small garden. Other than that, my connection with nature is tentative at best. This, she holds up her hand, happens to many who die in the swamp.
Yes, I've seen it before. I was just curious. Felice will look over at Liam just like, are you gonna accept this?
She walks out the door.
Anything else squared up for today, so I guess.
Halfway across the city, in a very simple-made, flat concrete building with very few windows, stands a woman in a sharp-dressed pantsuit and her two assistants. She is filing in order a series of papers and delegating them to several piles. One pile, which is labeled Junior Members, is empty. As she goes along, she sets several into the one labeled Immediate Action. She sets a few into the ones labeled Already Solved. And she sets one into the Cold Cases listing. Her assistants are both sitting in chairs next to her desk with bated breath waiting for their next assignment. And as they do, she nonchalantly sets down a single missive into the junior members' space and then goes back to shuffling. Perseus, Neumond, which one of you would reach for the missive first?
All right, I'll reach for it.
All right, then please describe your character as you reach for this piece of paper that this very direct woman has put down on the table.
All right. Appearing in front of you is one of the weirdest dressed people you will ever see. Going from the ground up, let me describe to you what he's wearing. He's wearing two different sets of combat boots. On his left is a bright orange one with white polka dots adorning it. And on his right is one that's more of a rich blue with an orange hexagonal pattern. You can see he's wearing parachute pants that are a patchwork of green, magenta, and pink, being held up by two interlocking belts in the shape of the number 30. As you go up, you can see for some reason he's wearing what would appear to us as some sort of BMX gloves. We're just not the same mismatch of colors. And as for what he's wearing on his upper torso, he's wearing a coat with white tendril designs on the front chest portion, with the two arms being opposite colors, so the left arm being a scarlet red and the right arm being a azure blue. And as you go up to his face, you can see it seems like he has never had a blemish in his life. He has the best skincare routine because his skin is shining at all times. As you move up along his face, you notice he has a pair of heterochromatic eyes, with the right being a piercing blue and the left being a rich forest green. And for his hair, you see it's being held up by his iconic white and blue rune-marked goggles with a sword design etched in the back of his hair, with a vermilion duffel bag slung across his back, as he is a 5'11", a strong 5'11", proud male Aasimar.
As you take the missive, it is no more than a quick letter in maybe one or two sentences. It says, "People going missing, please investigate, from the gardener."
I'll show it to Neumond.
Mitti, if you could please describe Neumond.
She takes the paper. She is a somewhat short lady. She is 5 foot tall, small. She is in a cloak that reaches mid-thigh, and she wears boots that have socks to higher thigh. But she has her cloak closed, so she's just wearing the cloak and the shoes. She has long hair that is a very light lilac color. She also has heterochromatic eyes, one being yellow and one being lilac purple. And she is I think it is called how do you say this? Eladrin L. Yes.
Rather small Eladrin.
She has runes on her left side of her body that go from above her eyebrow down to her upper collarbone, and then she has a rune on her left hand.
As in tattoos, or?
Yes.
As in, yeah, tattoos of runes.
As you pass the missive around and take a look at it, the woman at the desk does not take notice of you. She's already sorted a good another 100 files into their separate categories. You see she's getting actually fairly close to the end of her stack. You know that this generally means it is time to leave. Or at very least it will be once she is done.
Anything you can tell us about this case? At least?
What you have is what I know. It's
But
on you to
there's
figure out the
nothing on
rest.
here.
I don't know. Someone came in claiming to be the gardener. I don't know. Said people are going missing. That's about it.
I guess we could get started. Funny thing, we just ask around for missing people, or people have gone
Yeah.
missing recently.
Guess that's
Best you can try and aim for is some rumors. I honestly don't think this is anything. It's probably an old lady just being a little crazy.
Yeah, but then
he
again,
came all the way
this
over
is what
here.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. Anyway, she finishes her stack, grabs the immediate action stack, straightens it out, and is about to head out of the door.
Good luck.
I won't need it, you will.
Just once, I wish you would say, "You too."
Just-
Never. We'll never hear that.
When you stop needing luck, I'll stop telling you you need luck. Also, please stop dressing like a clown in my office.
I don't know. I think I look pretty good.
You look like a goddamn circus clown.
I pull it off.
Best skin ever. Best skin.
Also, before you go, quick reminder to tell your father to actually feed the dog today. I don't care how many clients he has.
All right, I'll tell him to feed Oogster. No problem. I guess I'll grab my stuff and I'll start heading out.
Alright. We come back to the shack at the edge of a mangrove forest overlooking a large black bog.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
So, would you like my help with this?
Sure.
I know you know. All right. Be like a date, except not really. Not really all too wholesome. I think it'd be a bit more interesting than our last one.
That's for sure.
I don't even know how the paint got there. But anyway, should we
Paint is a
like?
mysterious and mythical liquid that will go anywhere.
So, should we head into town?
Yes.
All
Definitely
right.
should do that.
Should I prep for a performance at all, or should we just focus on this? I don't know how time sensitive it is.
Missing people usually are more long time sensitive lines, so let's try a performance on the secondary page.
All right. Felice will just go get all of her stuff packed.
Alright. You two head out into the city. I'm going to skip the travel time between
Yep.
the edge of Blackwater and the city.
Bridge noises.
Turns out you
Tree
get
noises.
ambushed.
You get ambushed by an ambush. No, you do not get ambushed. You make it to the front gate and notice some of the Blackwell guards. These guys... Let's just say they don't like outriders, so they tend to not have the best opinion of you specifically, Liam. But they're also the ones who are always guarding what would be the southwest gate.
How are you gonna approach him today?
Morning, lads! Seen any missing people recently?
The first guard looks down at you. If we wouldn't tell you. Gutter trash.
Aw, such serious people. Honestly,
Their
is guard
opinion of me's improving a little bit.
really? You don't say.
Going all the way up to gutter trash.
I suppose that's true.
Who knows? If I put in enough effort, I might even make pond scum.
Pond scum is much better than you. Pond scum goes back into the cycle of rot.
Listen, sir. I would hope that, these would be missing people, and it's a bit time sensitive. And, as guards, maybe you would feel some kind of pity for these people who have gotten missing. Perhaps even under your watch. Can I roll for persuasion?
No.
Ding.
You would not be able to persuade this guard of this. He has a zealot-like devotion to his community.
Oh, well, All right.
So, more specifically, his community of the Blackwell Commune, not the city itself.
Yeah, no one else. Yeah, alright, I see how it is.
So, he would look at you and go, I know for a fact any of the citizens that matter are still within the walls that matter. Gesturing behind you at the wooden walls of the commune.
Felice rolls her eyes.
I will pull out the gold coin that was given to me and say, well, looks like one of the people that do matter are thinking that the people that are missing do matter. So in that case, would you let me in on this matter of figuring out how these people went mattering missing?
No one I know has went missing, especially not from places that matter. And just because you have a coin does not mean you are of the commune. Our coins are commonly traded amongst all of the civilizations.
Yada yada yada. Okay, we get it. We'll just be on our way. Just kind of like grabs Liam by the hand, just kind of like leads him out. Just like, yeah, we're done with these
enter by the
people.
dynasty.
At the hearing of the dynasty, he is in a huff, but he is stationed here. He cannot move.
All you have to do is let me in.
Oh, you're let in, by the way. He's not
Yeah,
stopping
yeah.
you. You just approached him to talk.
He's a guard.
I will
Yeah.
not retract my comment.
There is only one civilization's worth of people around here. You think they're going to stop any person from entering? Who the fuck do they
Hey,
need
you
to
never
guard
know.
from?
Am I correct in assuming it's a morning?
After the travel, it's probably late morning to afternoon. You probably get to the gate around 11. However, getting to any important districts in the city would probably take you till about noon. You know that the easiest place to start looking for rumors would either be the trade or tavern districts.
Merchant or the bar?
You said no performances, so I think we should go to the merchants. Otherwise, I might just break out into song.
You split off from the main road, going to, at first, what feels like a back alley, and then it opens up wide, in which there's everything from carts made of mangrove wood that's rich and red and being moved selling plants and flowers to stalls of carpets selling spices and glass trinkets to small, quickly set up tables of steel that are covered in fine lettered books and finely made metal jewelry, and some of it even rune marked. All sorts of different aspects of all of the different cultures mingles in this district, and all of them are yelling. You have a small ashbone man screaming, "Spices! Get your spices!" You have a set of twins, both with rune marks on opposite sides of their face, standing in front of what looks to be, frankly, too large of a sword for them to hold. "Come get your finest weapons, made by the greatest rune-marked craftsmen!" You have carts that sit in silence for a moment before the plants themselves start singing and writhing and falling with petals. And then they wither and then bloom again and start singing. Everything from enchanted wares to spiced meat to a simple man selling cabbages.
I do have some desire to wreck the cabbage cart.
Look, you guys can make a BBEG out of the cabbage man if you'd like, but that's on you.
Hey. No. Is someone walking with you? No, we're not doing that.
Let's
As fun
see.
as it would be. You could probably ask the child. Generally speaking, they have looser lips than adults do.
There's two of them.
Yeah. You could take one and I could take the other. To talk, of course.
Sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you walk up to this stand with weapons. You see these two, what look to be now small elvish children. One male, one female, both in tight-fitting, well-tailored clothes. One, the male one has a pocket watch, whereas the female one has a handkerchief. And they both look at you. The female one goes, "What would you like to buy?" And the male one goes, "We sell many fine wares."
You see, we're not quite. Actually, can I see what kind?
You see many laid-out blades. You see an axe, a dagger. You see a long, thin stick that is obviously weighted at the end in order to be a club. You see a nice long pole arm with a very well-honed axe head at the top. You see there is racks of great swords. Then behind them they have a glass case, which being able to afford a glass case on its own is impressive, but this is not just flat glass surrounded by metal. This is an ornate case made entirely of glass that is slightly enchanted for durability, in which there sits several distinct-looking swords. There is a black one that is curved to the side with hooked fangs at the end, at one end of it. There is a red one that splits off into several swirls meant to envelop looking like flame with the edge going along it. Then there is a very thin, straight rapier, of which the metal has not only a silvered gleam, but also a bluish tint to it.
I don't know if we quite have enough for any of them.
Probably
Bye.
not at all.
Always
Well,
good to
then
know.
can I interest you in something a little simpler? The male twin points out, showing you a fine selection of what look to be well-made, but cheaply made daggers.
Oh, interesting. How much is one?
One will be 20 gold.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I think that we can come back here again. Maybe for my birthday. One thing that, aside from that, I was just wondering is, have you heard of any missing people lately?
Both of them look at you kind of side-eyed, both of them turning their heads towards the other. And then they both stand up really straight. And then the female one goes, "Madam, as much as I would like to assist ruffians, I have to insist that if you're not going to buy something, you must leave."
Well, alright.
The male one looks at you, Liam, and says, "Well, I'm sure you have done something with those. If you ever would like to replace your swords, shall we call them, please do come back."
Oh, don't you worry, you two. We will if we will want to.
The male one reaches into a breast pocket and pulls out a small little paper card with the male twin has runes going all along the side of his face, and the female twin has them on the opposite side. And now you see on their card, the symbols form to make basically concentric rings on the card as their symbol, with a mark F and F in between the rings. So one F in one ring, the and in the Venn diagram section, and the other F in the other section of the rings. And then you flip it over, Felix and Felix, and they're both spelled exactly the same, weapon manufacturers. He would hand it to you, Felice? Sorry, a lot of F names right now. Please, do keep in touch.
Oh, do not worry. All these weapons seem very fine. If we ever do come in need of them, we will come to you. She'll take the card and put it away in her bag very gracefully, and then grab Liam by the hand, and then we'll just leave.
20 gold for a dagger's ridiculous.
Yes, well, don't tell that to their face. They'll get angry.
I don't care.
Okay, this is where a bit of world building knowledge that you would both know.
Bridges.
You just tried to approach a rune marked for anything negotiation wise. They are notoriously greedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That being said, the daggers were worth 20 gold. They're not worth using. You know how there's kitchen knives that are like $100 and they're worth the $100? Yeah, it's that. They were actual combat daggers, but they were upsold partially due to credibility of the manufacturer and upsold partially due to actually being high quality.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, all right. Who are the other two that you had mentioned before?
There was a really old-looking, small, huddled-over ashbone man with grayish skin, sitting on a carpet underneath a canopy with a bunch of different bowls of spices set out. As you walk from F&F's weapons manufacturing, we will get back to the other section. Perseus,
Yes, sir.
your boss just handed you technically a job.
Okay. What exactly does a note say again? It said something with a gardener, and then I can't remember exactly what else.
People missing, please investigate from the gardener.
I'm gonna turn to Neumond. A good place to start would probably be a tavern, right? I know a couple of the guys around here. Maybe we can get something out of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, or I guess their name's the gardener, right? That can't be a coincidence. Do you know anybody around here that maybe, I don't know, plants? Something of the sort?
I'm not sure really where.
I will tell you right now, not in the rune-marked areas. The rune-marked hegemony is noted for their ability to use concrete, and their love for using concrete and steel in buildings. Most of their buildings are small, squat, and absolutely solid rock. No one would garden. Gardening is considered a waste of time, a waste of energy, and a needless meniality that no one would lower themselves to.
So what do you think? I'm thinking tavern and then go look for, I guess, a gardener anywhere else but here.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever heard of one being in this area.
Now you mentioned it, there's really not that many plants here.
I know. So maybe the tavern, maybe someone there has heard of the gardener? Or a gardener?
Luckily, you might be onto something. I guess head to the closest tavern.
All right. That would be walking into town for the Tavern District. Come up to the inner city wall. You are met by two rune-marked guards wearing full rune plate, standing stoically. And as you look up, you see what you know is a stone wall that has been built out of what was once a crater, with the rune-marked buildings just being built to butt up entirely against it. Some of them literally being carved into it with then steel struts poking out and then concrete poured over top. As you approach the gate, the guard nods at you. Both of you have your runes prevalent, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the guard will nod at you, give you a little bit of respect, and let you pass. As you walk in, luckily for you, the Tavern District is actually fairly close to the rune-marked burrows. As you walk in, you hook a quick left and are immediately greeted by the smell of stale alcohol and food of all sorts of kinds. In the spaces, there are small wooden buildings that have a rank, musty odor coming from them that are made of, slatted, salvaged wood. You find some buildings that are made out of slabs of this black and gray looking sandstone that are carved ornately, and those ones will often have very large panes of stained glass with little glass baubles hanging from every couple of nooks and crannies. And this is what strikes you as odd: very well decorated steel and concrete buildings. Generally, it's smooth concrete with murals painted over it, and if it's a steel structure, the steel itself be outlaid with wrought iron, like spiking and fencing, in order to give the appearance of almost like a fortress of sorts, with oftentimes the images being painted over being either that of an idyllic townscape or of a simple plain of grass. These are just some of the examples of the hodgepodge of cultural taverns that exist. This street legitimately has maybe 100 to 200 taverns on it. Starting at the end you're at, going to the other end, which is towards the governmental quarter, they are just lined up in price, basically. At your current end, you are at the lowest end bars. If you look next to you, you see one that is almost run down, made of mostly wood, obviously upkept by someone of either Blackwell or Blackwater descent. And to your right, you see crumbling sandstone with, like, not even intentional hieroglyphics, but, like, it was probably taken and salvaged out of a ruin rather than actually cut sandstone, haphazardly placed to make a tavern on the other side.
I genuinely think we would head to one of the cheapest ones, because that's probably where, if I need a lot of
Okay,
I guess unwanted would hang out.
pick one of the three cultures. Which one do you want?
Neumond, what do you think? Which culture?
Well, considering that building is made out of wood, it's a plant, we should probably start at that one.
All right, you walk into, and you now look up at the sign, and it says the Waterlogged Log, which already strikes you as a dumb name. As you walk in, you are immediately hit with the smell of decay. There is a permeating smell of rot and fungus throughout all of this tavern. You also notice there are about 3 tables in total, and a bar that seats 2 people, and then a crotchety old man sitting behind the bar, with behind him a bunch of what would technically be called casks, assuming that's what they're supposed to be. But they're very simple wooden circular shapes made out of haphazard wood that has been tamped together with a lot of literal mud that is caked around the outside and then hardened in order to keep it sealed, with little, like, basic wooden corks stuck in them.
Okay, but is the man at the counter? Is he rune marked? Like, is that visible?
No, he is most definitely not rune marked, as he is a drowned. He is a type of undead in which his bones are blackened, and what little flesh is left is growing mushrooms out of it. This for one means that he probably was resurrected in the Blackwater swamps by the curse that resides there. It also means he probably does not have a good sense of taste, as his jaw is rotted off and hanging slightly until he, like, clicks it back into place when he notices a customer is walking in.
Mm-hmm.
He's also wearing very simple leather and furs. And the first question he asks you is, "You ain't one of them rotkin, are you?" You know that the rotkin is the slang for Blackwell followers.
No, sir. No Rotkin here.
Nope.
I figured. Too many shinies on you.
Yeah. Yo, stud, let me get 2 drinks.
All right,
Really?
that'll be 1 copper.
All right.
Do you want top shelf or bottom shelf?
You know what? Surprise me. What do you pick? Whichever one you think tastes best.
He laughs at you slightly. You've never been here, huh? And now you see that each of the barrels is marked with a color. Not a name,
no.
not a label, and a single, like, quick slap of paint color. And he walks up to, like, the medium shelf. There's about 3 rows, and it goes about 5 deep. Most of this actual space is taken up by the casks rather than seating space. And he just holds this cheaply carved wooden mug up to the purple one and slams his hand down on the cork, letting it out, catching the cork underneath it, and slamming it back in, setting what is a rank swill in front of you. And then he walks over to one of the greens. This one looks to be almost like a mint green. And he does the same thing, quickly slapping off and then catching the cork and slamming it back in, and puts the mint green one in front of you. And they are indistinguishable in rank smell, in foul color, they look to be the same drink.
Purple.
I don't think that's a good idea.
More for me.
Yes,
I gotta
all
give
for
him a
you.
brave smile.
Wait, I wouldn't drink two different kinds. It's not gonna sit well with you.
I don't think they're that different.
I'll take the purple.
Okay, are you going to drink the purple?
I'll try to drink it and not die.
Roll me Constitution saving throw. And then roll me a Wisdom saving throw.
For sure.
Because that was stupid.
No, even better.
Con save is 12. And you
All right.
said a wisdom, right?
Yep.
Stinky 20.
Dirty 20, huh?
Yep.
All right. So as you hork this back, it is like you are chewing through compost, but it's already chewed and it's just being poured into your mouth. It tastes like dirt and oil, and then you get hit with this very thin layer at the bottom of just pure alcohol that just hits the back of your throat and burns, washing all of the flavor away. And as you do, very quickly, your vision starts to blur slightly, and not in an alcohol way. And
Oh my god.
everything turns purple for a second before fading back to normal.
Oh wait, that's why it's purple.
He kind of breathes heavily a bit.
You
Hey
see
guys,
little
I can see colors.
little speckles of purple popping up into your vision, and your head hurts slightly.
Oh. Hey, do you know anything about missing people?
Ah, yeah.
Hold on. Sorry, just look a little.
Oh,
You're looking purple where purple shouldn't be.
that'll happen. Watch out for the stuff that gets stuck in your teeth. And you like reach into your teeth, and then you grab a tiny maggot
Oh.
from your teeth. You can eat that, because if you won't, I will.
You know what? Just because I like you, I'll give him the maggot.
All right. He tosses it up and pops it between his incisors.
Gosh. So, any missing people about?
I mean-
anything about that?
Blackwater people go missing all the time. Outriders don't come back. People convert to the Blackwell without notifying their family. As for people in the central city, I've heard a couple of. Now that I note it, one of the bartenders up north, Jimmy, his supplier of bottles actually was going missing. You're gonna want to go to the Tanned Hide and Hidden Tan.
Can't hide in Tin Tan to find Jimmy and to find out about his missing stuff.
Tell him Rotface sent you.
What a lovely name.
Oh, it's not my name.
Oh,
Hey, you think we could get that drink to go? I'm sure Jimmy would love one.
Jimmy don't come around here. He won't want one.
Oh, come on, Jimmy.
I ain't Jimmy. And no, you've had enough. Would the lady like one?
I'm good. I drank one before I got
He
here.
pours it out onto the floor. And you watch as the second it hits these soaked wooden floorboards, immediately
melting?
small glowing mushrooms sprout up and then die away.
Kinda happy you got the maggots.
Oh,
least
there
one
are a
of us
couple
is
of maggots,
happy.
by the way, that do crawl out and sink into the wood.
All right, Rotface, we'll catch you around. Thank you for the drink.
I'm not
I'll
Rotface.
recommend you Excuse me?
I'm not Rawface. Don't worry about it.
I'll recommend this bar to all my friends. Well, you're gonna do big things. Big things.
You think I'm here to actually sell things? No. It was fun as hell watching your reaction.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Your local acid salesman be like,
Don't trust a 1 cent beer from a guy with mushrooms growing on his face, people.
It
"Don't
was
trust
worth
the
it.
guy selling you beer that costs cents in a gold, silver, copper economy."
It was worth it. It was worth it. And I'd do it again.
I will
Got
also
info.
clarify. I use gold as as $1, silver as 10 cents, and copper as 1 cent.
Not like a penny.
Not actually. No, sorry. I use it as copper is 10 cents, silver is $1, gold is $10. Sorry. So that was a 10-cent beer.
All right, I'm feeling better about it.
Dirty
That's
deeds
perfect.
done dirt cheap, I guess.
Literally dirty deeds. There was actual dirt in that barrel.
My poor stomach. No.
You made the con save. At least
Yeah,
for the
you're right.
first drink. I wouldn't recommend eating anything else for a little while.
Oh no.
Or it will come up. Just like the maggots.
As we move on back to people running through the trade district, you were walking up on a spice salesman. Small, very leathery old man, scrawny to the bone, though obviously still alive. He has not much on him. He has a simple, like, not even a waistcoat, but like, it's a vest in as much as it is something that covers his chest slightly and goes over his shoulders. His pants themselves are very tight wrapped, what you would know as traditional Ashbone garb, and his hair is pulled back into a braid and then tied off with a red ribbon. Well, what have we here? And the voice that comes out of this man is much smoother than anything else. And as you walk up, you smell just a pure cacophony of different smells. You smell cinnamon, licorice, you smell dried basil and thyme and rosemary. You smell somehow smoked meat, and at the same time, the purest of sour, acrid smells. In front of you, there are laid out bowls with thin crystal powders with dried leaves. There are bowls with red powders of mysterious origins. There are what are obviously flaked peppers that once you notice, it hits your nose and you have to instinctively flinch slightly. You also notice some darker brown powders that would be odd to sell, as they appear to be ground mushrooms. And then you notice salt, which is a rarity for the Ashbone commune, or the Ashbone barrows, being mostly derived from salt mines under the plains. As such, this appears to be a very prolific tradesman. Well, what have we? I see a sister from the homeland, and a muck-running outsider.
Well, since
He, just so you're aware, is eyeing Felice with way more suspicion than he is eyeing Liam.
funny.
Fuck this, muck that. Maybe I should just change my name to Mud.
Please don't. Liam is such a charming name.
Mud McAllister. I'll make it a middle name.
Please don't. Though it would elicit some interesting responses. Anyway, dear, how about you handle this?
Sir?
He looks
How
even
are you
more
doing?
suspicious of you now. What would you like? what? More importantly, what are you trying to make? And it is at that point you notice that he does not sell the bowls themselves. Rather, he has bottles lined up and what looks to be mixing equipment to make spice mixes.
Is he a drug man?
No, he
Okay.
makes pre-made spice mixes. So if you're trying to make some interesting dish, he will mix the spices for you.
Gonna think to myself for a little bit. I'm in the market for something spicy.
Well, you're at the right place. Do you want, how you say, spicy for a rune mart or spicy for an ashbone?
Spicy for an ashbone.
All right. Deathbell will be your option for that. I would like either of you to roll me a nature or medicine check. I will say, if you roll a medicine check, Liam, you will have an unknown benefit. And if you roll a nature check, Felice, you will have an unknown benefit.
Sure.
I'll take medicine, because that's apparently a proficiency of mine.
Yeah, apparently.
22.
14.
22 on the medicine. So I'll start with 14. You know for a fact this is spicy. And like,
Mm.
you use a pinch in a pot, and it's still very spicy.
Interesting.
Liam, you know that death bell peppers are poisonous. Not just for being spicy, but they are also, how to describe it? It's the opposite of paralytic. They enhance your nervous system so that it overreacts to anything else. They are not actually that spicy on their own, but this poison itself makes everything taste spicy.
Liam, what exactly are you trying to make?
Yes, that would be helpful information. I can offer you spice, but if you just want a lick of spice, go down to a less proficient spice maker.
Would it be within your area of expertise to separate the poison from the death bell? By any chance?
Ah, you do know your plants. No. One of the core ingredients or core portions of using death bell in meals is to use it to make your guests more sensitive to the other tastes.
Could you send me along with a pack of it?
I mean, if you simply want a pack of death bell, all right. Though I am mostly known for my mixes. He reaches back to a bottle. They are actually about this size. So if you guys are watching the stream, it's maybe a thumb.
Okay.
He takes a tiny scoop out of it, taps it into the bottle, and then corks it, and then reaches underneath one of the bowls, presses his thumb down on something, and comes up, and it is wax sealed with a little label marking it for 5 silver.
Hmm.
I'm feeling in a bit of a generous mood. Is there anything you specifically want for these?
Well, you say you do spices.
Well,
Do you have anything salty?
Well, he gestures to 3 different plates of salt. One being like rose-tinted salt, another one being very finely ground. It depends on what you're making.
Finely ground.
If you
I
simply...
think that's...
All right. A couple of unusual customers. He takes another small bottle, taps a little bit of salt in it, presses it down. This is marked for a gold. Salt is a premium.
Yes. I was wondering about that. Liam, dear, you don't have to pay for this one. I can do this.
Well, I'm not going to say no to that.
Mm-hmm. So I'll pay for the salt.
Okay. You hand over the money. You each can mark down one spice bottle of death bell for Liam, one spice bottle of salt for Felice.
Cool. Never know when you're gonna need some salt.
Can I offer 1 gold and say, on the topic of business, I'm looking for a few people.
I'm always up for business. He takes the gold immediately, checks what kind of gold it is. You would have a mix of all three, so what kind of gold would you have handed him, or would you not have chosen?
I will. I will hand him Ashbone Gold.
Okay. Ashbone Gold, by the way, is marked with a sandstorm with a skull in the middle. Appreciated, friend. Well, kind friend, if you want people, that's something different. Head over to the Tanned Hide and Tin Tan. Let's just say the mead maker there is someone I know. Give him this. He hands you a black version of that coin.
What's so special about this one?
It's not a normal coin. It is not a in circulation currency. You have no idea what the rest of it means, but it is someone has minted a wrought iron version of the gold coins for the Ashbone.
Thank you kindly.
Those will be out of your hair.
Next time, please do have a better plan for your meals. I do like the mixing. And one last thing for the kind lady. He hands you, and this is going to be interesting for your character because your character will know something you don't. He hands you a small sprig of jasmine, which, in Ashbone culture, is meant to ward off evil spirits, and giving it to someone without them stating that they have a problem with spirits can often be taken as an insult. You got some bad vibes I don't like. Get rid of them, please.
She'll just give him kind of like a, look.
It's just a simple flower, madam.
Mm.
You also know that calling him out for this tradition in the middle of the street, he will deny it, and no one around you will understand it.
She'll just ask, what's your name?
I don't really have one when I'm here.
When you're here.
As for anywhere else, well, you wouldn't get my name then.
She'll just walk off then. Feel a little disgruntled.
This does also stem from one of the further Ashbone cultural things. Names have power in Ashbone culture, as names are what are used to recall and summon spirits.
Okay.
You asking for their name is not an insult. Them not giving it is also not an insult. It is a common formality for you to ask for a name, and them not to give it. To acknowledge, thank you for asking, but I do not trust you.
That is fair. It makes sense. Doesn't
However,
make me feel any better, but you know.
However, oftentimes they will instead give you a work name, or a false name, or some sort of a nickname. And in that case, you can assume it's probably not their actual name.
Yeah.
However, no one outside of the Ashbone Barrows knows this. And calling out someone for using a fake name or exposing cultures from the Barrows is a massive taboo that is actually punishable by crime or by imprisonment. As you start heading towards the Tavern District, we will get back to Neumond and Perseus. You have just entered into the Tanned Hide and Hidden Tans. You see a darker olive to almost hazelnut-skinned man running the bar. Taller gentleman, though on the leaner side as most of the Ashbone are. Obviously having an uproarious time conversing with their customers as you are in about the midway point of the Tavern District. So most of his customer base would be mostly Ashbone and mostly higher-end craftsmen. You see a few men adorned with gold. You see one man who's wearing a glass crown, almost, to hold back his hair, and glass chains running up his hands, which even to rune marked, you know that marks him as someone who has a very high standing in the glass blowers, which is the most sought after profession from the Ashbone Barrows. You see a few others. Some look like masons with their tool belts still on. Some look like smiths. Some look like, but most of them are Ashbone craftsmen.
I took the lead back there. I drank that thing I really probably shouldn't have, and I'm probably going to regret later tonight. Do you want to take the lead here?
I can do my best. There's just all right.
The man at the counter kind of leans in, watching you approach.
Washing?
What's your gait like? How are you walking, Neumond? What's your body
I'd
language saying?
say I'm very closed off, really clenching to the cloak that I'm wearing and my bag because of comfort as I approach the counter. Are there bar stools open?
Yes, there are several. Most of the patrons have went to further tables and booths.
Okay, I take a seat at the bar stool or at a bar stool.
I'll sit next to her.
What can I get for you?
A water.
Is that all, madam? All right. He reaches down, pulls out a well-made glass, sets it on the table, pulls out a jug from under the bar again, but you notice that this section has whereas the bar is mostly wood set on top of wood, there's a section in which it is wood set on top of stone, and that's, he has to reach under that stone and pulls out a jug of water, pouring it into the glass, and condensation builds up as it is obvious that the glass of water is cold. He closes it, sets it in, passes the glass of water to you. That will be a silver, madam.
Okay. I like your glasses that you have here. Where do you get them?
I'm sorry, that's a trade secret, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, of course. I slide the glass of water over to.
I'm assuming you pay the man.
Yes.
Okay. He takes your silver and pockets it directly. And you, sir?
What would you recommend? Let's see. I had something earlier that I'm pretty sure would kill me now if I ate anything.
At that,
So what's something that's not gonna kill me directly? Like, what's the lowest chance thing that you have that?
At that, he kind of squints at you like you're talking like a crazy person. I'm assuming you mean you'd like something light, in which case we have some white wines.
Let's just say I had a drink that cost me a copper, and I am coming to regret it.
His eyes go wide, and then he squints even harder.
It was. I'll
He,
take a wine.
at your statement that you had a beer that took a copper, he sets out a glass, pours a glass of milk, and drops a rock into it, and passes it towards you.
Like an actual rock?
As far as you're aware, on the house.
Ah, yes, the classic healing rock. I've heard it. I'm.
Dodecahedron of easy digestion.
I look at Neumond. It doesn't for any sign of like what to do, and I guess I just start drinking it.
You drink it down. At the bottom, there is this small, greenish-looking rock. Roll me Constitution, and you want to get low.
Oh God. Fuck me. 17.
The milk itself is curdled and disgusting. It was not when he poured it out, but the milk is now curdled and disgusting. But as you drink it, you have the overwhelming urge to vomit. And as you do, he lifts up a bucket. Take it outside, please.
I rush outside. Don't forget that's what I do. And I start throwing up.
He pulls the green stone out of the glass after you're done with it and sets it back under the counter. Now, madam, is there anything else you'd like, or should I go serve other customers?
Actually, I was actually sent here by somebody looking for a Jimmy.
He sits up straight. Get out. Get out. And that is when the other two players walk in. So, for Felice and Perseus, or not Perseus, sorry, Felice and Liam, you reach the tavern finding this gaudy color cacophony in one of the alleys vomiting into a bucket.
Man reminds me of me on some performance nights.
That reminds me of an aneurysm.
Yes, well. Normally the two coincide.
Or like a stroke, but for color.
Bro, are you just bullying me while I throw up?
Essentially, yeah.
Are you alright?
I look up with
How many levels are you alright?
I look up with tears in my eyes from just throwing up so much.
Roll me a
I
wisdom
give
saving
you
throw.
21.
All right. As it comes back up, your vision flashes purple again.
Oh my god.
I look up, I start saying,
spirits.
and I keep throwing up.
Please, sir, keep looking down. Please.
Only his vision flashed purple. He just sees purple as the vomit comes back up.
We're just watching this, just like in covered disgust. Just like,
I'm not sure if I should try to do something here.
I'm sure it'll happen all naturally. So are you feeling any better? Just alright, I think this
Your
is
stomach
not
is about empty at this point, and yes. The answer is most definitely yes, you are feeling better.
Once he stops heaving, Felice will like take out her little bottle of salts and then just kind of have him smell it a bit to try and get rid of some of the aftertaste, I suppose. I believe this is how it's done.
As you pop the bottle open, which it has a wax seal, there is a thin cloud of salt that just streams out. And you hold it under his nose, and your nose and mouth and eyes all dry out at once.
Oh my god. I crumble to the fucking floor.
Your moisture privileges revoked.
Your
I
moisture
crumble.
handed over.
That may have been a mistake.
Seize the means of hydration.
I start screaming. Like a very weak scream.
It's okay. I will qualify. It is not enough to hurt you. It is not enough to do damage, but like it
I'm just being
fucking
dramatic.
clears your sinuses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it did something.
As you pop it open, you notice a label at the bottom. Do not open close to face.
Ah, yes. Should have read that. Well, mistakes happen. So, here. She'll just try to, like, attend to him the best that she can with, like, the wire skin, just, like, feeling guilty over what she did. Just, like, takes out the wire skin, just, like, pours into, like, a small cup.
Of his life right here.
Yeah. Pours into a small cup,
only
it's just like,
started.
please just...
It could be worse.
Please just put this into...
I guess I'll grab that
whatever
water
hurts.
for a drink if I can.
Huh?
Yeah.
The water does help,
I'm sorry.
and with a fully empty stomach, and the salt drying out what was left of the taste that was stuck in your tongue, you do feel legitimately better. You feel refreshed. You feel good, even.
What a great way to start off my morning. Thank you. And I look up and I see it's a gnome. I'm sorry, a halfling, right? And a human.
Yes.
Uh,
Very human. You have to be specific.
Would I find this to be a weird combination of people to be traveling
The
together?
gnome or the halfling and human part? No. The fact that one is pretty obviously Ashbone and the other one is pretty obviously an outrider for the Blackwater community, that would be a little more weird. Not by much, you could assume they might be business partners of a sort. But it's a little stranger to see them mingling together like that.
I'll get up. I'll say, Perseus, but my friends call me Percy, and I'll stick my hand out for a handshake.
Yes, pardon me if we don't exactly handshake, considering where your hands have just been.
By the way, the vomit itself is a mix of a milky white curdled liquid and what is now just dirt with some mushrooms growing out of it.
Against my better judgment, can I try to inspect this?
Make me a medicine or nature check. Each of them will get you some different information.
I'll take medicine. That's a 19.
You know that this mushroom strain, which is a small purplish glowing mushroom, is a strain of Estrella mushroom, which is known to cause hallucinations and is also mildly poisonous. The rest of it is just curdled milk and dirt. You also know Estrella mushrooms grow and die quickly when exposed to either body heat or sunlight. And even as you inspect it, it starts to wither.
Well, I suppose you may call me Felice, and he can tell you his name if he wishes.
Alistair. Liam.
Which one?
Human. Liam.
Last name Alistair, first name Liam. So what exactly caused you to absolutely throw up every single one of the items inside of your stomach?
I drank a copper drink and milk with a rock in it.
The copper drink rings no bells for either of you, but the milk with a rock in it is a poison cure of sorts. As far as you're aware, it's assumed to cure poison. It's a common home remedy type thing, but that's not a rock. That is a kidney stone from a goat.
That, she'll look over at Liam just like, do we tell him?
Let me,
I'm going to tell you what the rock was. Would you like to know what you were drinking?
You don't know that, sorry. I should have clarified. Felice knows specifically what it is, and it is known as a Beazar.
Yeah, probably because of...
Yeah, it's very much so an Ashbone thing.
Let me at least buy you two a drink or something, I guess.
I don't think you should buy us a drink
The
with
salt
what you've been
in
drinking.
my eyes, in my throat, and my nose.
Alright.
By the way, your bottle is now empty.
Oh, great. Entire gold gone. I thought you said I closed it. Did it all just go?
No, when you opened it, it all expelled.
Ugh.
It was a slightly enchanted bottle that I wasn't going to tell you what it did until a little later, because I figured it wouldn't be a key plot point for a little while, as I figured you guys wouldn't use the spices quickly.
Would you like to know what was in that drink of yours that you bought for a copper?
You know, I think it'd be better for my own mental health if I didn't. Come on, let me treat you guys to a drink, and I will not take no for an answer.
Not a drink. Meal would be appreciative, but not a drink.
Sure. And I guess I head back inside with them.
All right, as you head inside, you hear the bartender screaming, "Get out!"
I'm sorry, we were sent by somebody, and so...
I do not want to hear from that vagabond, and I do not want any of his swill. Get out!
I hear the doors open, right?
Yes.
Okay, obviously I'm gonna turn around because the door's just open. Because I know he was outside. Can I rush over to him after he enters?
Sure.
Okay.
And be gone with you.
Why did you let me do this by myself? You could have just talked to him. Well, I don't do this. You do that part.
Okay, I'll assess the situation. I'll see my friend getting yelled at.
Problem?
What happened? What's going on?
I want nothing to do with that poisoner, that charlatan claiming to be a brewer. My name is not fucking Jimmy.
I kind of asked him if his name was Jimmy.
So you're not the person we're supposed to talk about to find information about missing people then? That was all nothing?
I don't know
Or
what
to
that
find anything
filth.
for supply demand?
I don't know what that filth sent you on an errand for. All I know is he did it to bother me. Get out.
Well, you two are looking for missing people too, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
we've gotten. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Wait, sir, come on, sir. Please, we can talk about this. Thank you for the rock. We really didn't mean any harm. We're just trying to do our job here.
Think I cured you of his filth. Get out. You know what he has done.
I feel like this is none of our business.
You know what? I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Oh God.
Are you with them?
No?
All right.
I'll leave when he talks, and I will set the black coin in front of him.
He swipes it without any acknowledgement of it. Get out. I need you to roll me a insight or perception check.
16.
All right. You just barely notice as he pulls his hand back from pointing for them to get out. He points his thumb at the door twice and looks at you, and then goes back to yelling.
All right. I can see that this is a bit of a strenuous situation, so we'll just take it.
Felice will kind of like look over at Liam, just like, that's.
By the way, he did not
But-
gesture to the door forward. He gestured to there is a door behind him that goes into the back rooms. You assume there also might be some stairs from there up to rooms, if this is any sort of logic.
Yes, how about we go to another place? I'm sure we can get drinks elsewhere, Felice says rather loudly, bringing Neumond and Perseus out.
I follow. I'm trying to leave.
I want to stop at the door for him. My brain is not strong.
Felice will just kind of like shoot Liam a look of, do whatever you need. I got these two.
So I'll walk up to the bar and ask for some milk.
All right, he
That
hands
we're
you.
rocking it this time.
He looks at you, mildly irritated, pours a glass of milk. It's on the house, and as he does so, he points at the door again. This time slightly less subtly, but like, stop stalling, go in there. Please don't make a scene.
Just
I will drain the glass and go in.
As you chug down the milk, it is perfectly fresh milk. It is actually slightly chilled.
Good for your bones.
And for your teeth. He continues berating the other two until they get out.
Felice brought him out.
Okay.
Just like, yeah, we're done here.
out.
I am going to do something that I'm going to declare for my audience as I as I deafen 3 of my players. Liam, you walk into the back room. As you walk in, and the shouting stops, you watch as the barkeep walks in, waving down one of the people sitting in the stalls and pointing at the bar. You're not one of us. What? How have you come across this? And he's holding up the coin.
I'm sure you can tell by my profession that I'm an outrider, and as one of the many old adages go, a hunter must hunt. And I am looking for, I wouldn't say a prey so much as people of interest.
There are many people of interest. How you found these people of interest is beyond me. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. Solid 10.
Solid 10. From behind you, you get knocked on your ass with a knife on your throat. There is now someone kneeling on your back, pinning your arms to your back with their knee and hand, with a very sharp feeling dagger pressed up against your throat directly. The barkeep, who is looking a little more imposing now, looks down at you and says, I will ask again, and I will ask it once. How have you found these interesting people? And why are you looking for us?
Well, an old lady came by. Asked if I could find out what happened to a specific set of people, not naming any names. And I thought I'd try my hand at it.
We don't know any old lady. I will ask again. And you feel a sharp pain in your hand as a small dagger presses into it. You take 3 damage. As a knife sinks into your hand and presses into your back through your hand. And I will ask in plain words, how did you get our mark?
I bought spices from a trader in the market.
He would not give it for no reason.
I stated I was looking for people. I'm looking for missing people. And they gave me that.
Oh. Daria, get off him. He was sent to help. The person on your back gets off of you, pulls the knife out of your hand, and steps back. You are free to get up and do what you will, but the man is just standing, staring at you on the floor.
Is there a chair nearby?
No. You are in a flat room made out of solid stone with a heavy wooden door, and that is it. You get a feeling this is not the room they would normally let guests into, but it is made from the outside to look like it.
Well, now that you know we're in more allegiant standings with each other, shall we adjourn to a more hospitable environment?
You will get what we give you. You have claimed to be a hunter. We are hunted. You have claimed to be looking for missing people. We have missing people. That is as much as we will converse right now. Until you tell me more about you. I will say, frankly, since you do not seem to be inundated with the sands, we trade, we do not give. If you want information from us, you give information to us of equal value. Now, I'm going to ask a question. And for it, I will give you information that you are looking for. Who do you hold dear?
Well, I don't have a ton of friends. I guess you could state me as not being the most social type. So if I had to say who I hold the most dear, well, I'd have to say my family.
Name a member of your family, please.
Well, there's me mom Merida.
And what is her last name?
Maiden or current?
Current.
McAllister.
Daria, go after this Miriam McAllister. Send a shadow, keep an eye on her. Now that that is done, and we have a little bit of assurance, we are missing several of our members. We know affiliate groups are also missing some of their members. There have been a series of disappearances from the central city. Some of my customers, some of my agents. There is very few distinctions other than not many of the rot can go missing. There was an agent who went missing in the northern section of the city, on the offshoot to the left of the gate. There is a small building. They went missing from there. We have found nothing. That is all we will give you. If you find anything, you will bring it to us. or we will have your insurance.
Hard bargain, but I guess all right. I have no reason to disagree to this.
Now be gone.
See you later, alligator. I'll leave.
Once you head outside, you are greeted by the rest of your companions. Those of you who are not, Liam, you have been waiting for about 30-45 minutes.
I think I would spend a good 10 of those minutes apologizing to Neumond for putting her in that situation.
I would be okay. Just nerves. Just a lot of nerves.
Yeah, Bully should probably be looking between you two and back at the bar a bit nervously. Which it doesn't seem entirely in her character.
Look, sunshine.
Oh.
As Liam walks out, Felice, at bare minimum, but anyone who wants to can make me a perception check.
Okay. Yes,
What do I
sir.
do for that?
8. That's a 16.
Liam, I have a question for you. How well are you hiding the very obvious scar on your hand? The very obvious current wound on your hand.
Should I make a stealth check?
Are you intentionally hiding it?
Yes. I'll say yes.
Then yes, you make a stealth check. 12 from Neumond, so 7 total?
That one, baby!
Oh my
right.
lord.
Well, Felice, Neumond, you both very obviously noticed that not only is there a small hole in his hand that is bleeding slightly, but also he is hiding it in one of his pockets.
Oh, I got a dirty 20 on that perception check, by the way.
Oh, okay. Then Percy, you see it as well.
Yeah.
I don't say anything.
No.
Yeah, Felice will
No, Neumond, you still see it.
I said say anything,
Oh,
not
say
say
anything.
anything. I don't
Okay.
say anything.
Felice will kind of glance at the pocket, make eye contact, but also not say anything.
Those
At least
barn
about
nails.
it.
You can't leave those
Bleeding,
things
what
around.
happened?
A little trip and fall.
Well,
Are you okay? Do you want any help with that?
did everything go alright?
Well, except for snagging my hand on a barn nail, yeah.
That's unfortunate. Can I take a look at it?
Yes.
Okay. So we can always take a look at it later. Kind of glancing around at the company, just like, hey, don't think I want to check a here with these people. Like one of them just I don't know about them. So yeah. Did you get any information on those missing people?
Exactly what I wanted to talk about. You two. The very gaudy one and the not gaudy one.
Less gaudy. Still kind of gaudy.
Well, first of all, what does gaudy mean? I asked. Neumond.
Ugly and very bright colors.
You stand out like a red flower in a field of grass.
You stand out like a red flower in a goddamn snowstorm.
Well, I have nothing to hide, so why would I try to hide?
Are you two some kind of investigators?
Yes, actually, we are. We're looking for people.
What people?
Missing people.
Yeah, missing people.
No, I mean as in what kind of people?
We were just told to find the missing people by somebody called the
Yeah.
gardener.
Yeah, the gardener.
Oh.
But we
And
don't
we
know.
just set to work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first.
Why are you two looking for missing people?
Would
Felice
you
will look
believe me
over
if I
at
tell
Liam.
you an old lady came up to us and offered us a job?
I don't see why doesn't sound believable.
She really offered you the job, but yes, essentially.
Also
This-
about missing people.
Yes, it was interesting the way she put it. She was looking for both. For all, basically, anyone who is missing. Which, generally speaking, jobs normally only have you look for one specific type of missing person. All very suspicious, but she told us that that we would find our payment somewhere. Through something. Whatever. Anyway, so, since we are all quite obviously working towards the same goal, she kind of looks like she isn't quite sure if she wants to ask this question or not.
Felice, do me a favor.
Over... Yeah?
Make a history check.
Sure thing, boss. 16.
Alright, you do remember the old lady mentioning that she was a gardener.
She mentioned that she did a bit of gardening, so she might be this gardener that you're looking for.
Do you know anything else about her? What did she look like or anything?
Yes. She looked in rather baggy clothing, with a stick. Honestly, looking worse for wear. Not quite sure. She looked like she finished that thought in her head, but doesn't say it aloud. But yes, she's probably the one that you are looking for. Are you looking for her or the missing people?
The missing
We're-
people.
Yeah, she's just, I guess, if that's the same person, just supplied the information.
Yeah.
What information did she supply?
The one that I just told you.
Just that people are missing?
Yeah, and she wants us to look for them.
Perseus, you do have the missive in your pocket.
I have what?
You have the missive in your pocket.
The letter.
Oh yeah, I guess I show it to both of them.
That's all we really got about this.
Well, since our marks seem to be the same, if not very similar, what did you say to joining our effort?
I mean, I guess this is better than no lead.
Yeah. We kind of don't have any idea of where to start. We don't really know about gardening.
I mean, I guess, as you can see, there's really not that much around here, besides... Unless I guess you count the murals on the wall.
Yeah.
It seems that you two have already gone through some taverns. Looks back at the alleyway.
You don't have to talk about that.
Oh.
Is the bucket of vom still around?
There's no way it's not. No, I left it there for sure.
Collected it.
People walking by are just like, oh my, what? Oh god.
I mean, it's a bucket of
there
curdled milk, compost, and mushroom rot.
Is there like a small wooden plank I can place over it to like cover it?
I mean, no. Most of the streets are cobblestoned, and finding a spare random wooden plank in the streets would be weird.
Fortunately, you're right. In that case, I will take the bucket with us.
No, you're not bringing the
Yes,
bucket.
yes.
You are
Roll
not
me.
bringing the bucket. You are not. You are just not. It is going to stay there. Garbage disposal is going to pick it up. And we are going to leave.
Wait, it's not what not, my dear Felice.
Have you picked up the bucket?
How is that
Yes.
want? How is that wanted at all?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
21, not 20, baby.
All right, the smell hits your nose, and luckily for you, you're used to the bog stench and the smell of rotting abominations, so this isn't too bad, but it's definitely up there.
That's just long.
Why do you want it? Dear, why do you want it?
Yeah, I don't
That's-
know. We could get into a shenanigan or two for this.
Oh, maybe we can boil someone's skin off with that. It looks like it could.
At the very
They're-
least, we
they're
could try to
holding
extract
your
whatever
throw
poison is
up.
left inside of it. borrow that empty bottle of yours.
It's tiny. The ball is tiny, but would that be enough to? Would that be big enough for that? DM?
For Estrella, yes. For his 22 in nature, he knows that Estrella can grow in even the smallest of conditions, and that
Okay, fine. But I better not be smelling that when we get back.
Is looking at the bottle. Is the enchantment still on the bottle?
no, it was on the seal.
Oh, and the seal is broken now, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll extract some Estrella mushroom then.
You have one bottle of purple vomit Estrella mushrooms.
Now we are going to
you can
toss the
automate.
rest of it in the trash. Please, compost.
Goodbye, Curdled. It's compost.
So do you normally recycle throw up from?
Yeah, is that a common thing for you?
Yeah.
I'm
Is
pretty
that a
sure it only
segment
applies to
thing?
you and what you ingested. To be honest.
Oh, so just
I mean,
other people's throw up.
do you want to know
Right.
what do you want to know what that drink you had was?
I mean, we saw a few maggots.
We don't have to talk.
And you let those go?
Oh, also
I
enjoys
mean-
maggots.
Felice will put a hand on Liam's arm, just like.
I'll
He's
be
a
honest,
swamp
the maggots
man.
actually weren't too bad. Like if he hadn't told me they were maggots, I never would have guessed it.
Wait, I want Felice to look at the mushroom, look back to Liam. Oh, that's what that was in there. Oh.
All right, so we have a lead, I guess. She does gardening. We won't find anything here, so we go to where the flowers are, in literally any other part of the town.
Or
Or
we head north to the gate.
To the actual city that we're supposed to be investigating?
Specifically
Are
the
we in
north
there?
gate, right, DM? I'm not.
Yes, north gate to the left.
Some barn elves tell you some really funny stories about north gates.
Make me a perception check real quick, please.
11.
You see nothing, and it was not important.
Interesting.
I'd say quite the opposite. Uninteresting.
Yes, very uninteresting. In fact, you feel absolutely content with your life.
And why should I not?
All right,
All right, I guess it's the north gate. It is.
you head to the north gate, which is the gate to the actual barrows and further beyond the sand sea. As you get closer to the north gate, the constant roiling storm that is above the sand sea starts to darken the clouds above you. Not enough that it is risking either rain or sandstorm, but enough that it is definitely darker in this section. As you get further from the center of the city, you get closer to smaller housing, and while generally everything in the central city is business, around the outskirts of the walls there is, office strip malls in the Midwest where, in the middle of nowhere, you'll just get 10 office buildings that are compacted together, and for sign
Oh
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
It's basically that, where, it's a little strip mall. It's a bunch of different buildings all connected into one, in which tiny little things. You see one for, a legal defense. You see one for, a tailor. You see one for, contractors. And then you see one that is not labeled. The one that is not labeled is the only one that has both blinds and a door. However, the windows are smashed and the door is kicked in.
I might not be an investigator by trade, but I think I know when something's happened.
Are there any tracks on the ground, or at least any immediate signs that this happened?
There
recently?
are plenty of tracks on the ground. You can either roll me an investigation to tell if something has happened, or a nature check to see if you can tell tracks coming from the house.
I think I'll try that investigation thing. Let's find out.
Mm,
Amazing. It's a 10.
It's a 10?
Amazing. It's a 10.
This happened. This is definitely a place where something happened. That's about all you get is, yeah, someone probably broke in here.
I look at it, look, definitely clear signs. Somebody was definitely here.
Looking at the tracks, am I able to discern what type of creature might have made these?
Oh, no, when I say there are tracks, I mean, this is a road.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
People pass through here all the time. That's like asking if there's tire tracks in the road.
Question.
Yeah.
Are there people, like, on this area, are there people, like, just walking around, like, casually walking around this area?
Not currently. It is fairly quiet. Behind you, there is a main thoroughfare that leads out to the north gate, but this little offshoot is much quieter than that.
Okay. I mean, should we go inside?
I don't. This might be related somehow. There's always places where missing people may have been kidnapped. It happens sometimes.
Does the window look like it was broken outward or inward?
Outward.
The blinds are still obstructing view from the window, right?
Yes, but they're like... Think like the curtain rod's kind of jacked because something hit it, and like the curtains are still in the way, but they're obviously askew and have been messed up.
The door you said
Here.
was kicked open, right?
Yes, they're
Is
one
that-
of the hinges is splintered, and then the other one is hanging on just barely. The door is cracked down the middle across on a diagonal and kind of like leaning inwards, and a portion of it is fallen in.
So we can see in, kind of, just not like we can't see everything.
You
but we
can see
kind
darkness.
of in.
Are there
Okay.
are there any like holes that are there any holes inside of it, inside the outside, leading inside?
Other than the two windows that have been broken? No.
Okay. Well, could I would like to use
I would also like to clarify, this is the only place in the entire like section that has windows, and they've been broken.
I would like to use my little spirit cat appear with a little ring-a-ding-ding, and be all blue and spectrally, and I would like it to go in through one of the windows, and I would like to see through its eyes.
Okay. As you... So, first things first, you all watch as this ghost cat appears. It pops its head out from under the folds of Felice's clothes and floats its way down to the ground, landing on its two front paws, before Jork's eyes get covered by a thin mist that almost looks like a bandana. Like, it looks like she just put on a blindfold, and that slight bluish haze just covers her slightly, as you no longer can see through your eyes. You walk the cat up, it does a little hop and floats down into the windowsill and then down onto the floor and finds itself face to face with a mummified yet rotted corpse.
So, can I see anything else?
You look around and you see there is the dead body in front of you, who looks to have been human at one point, wearing traditionally ashbone clothes, but all black. And the rest of this, besides the windows, the curtains, and the door, this room has literally nothing.
Like, noticeably nothing, as in everything has been taken, kind of nothing?
As in, thin layer of dust, there never was anything.
Oh, okay. Can I inspect the body for what could have caused such a thing?
Roll me a dexterity saving throw with your cat.
That's a natural 20, so plus 2 would be 22.
Okay, you jump out of the way as a black sludge from underneath the body leaps at the cat.
Okay, get the fuck out of the window. Get out of there.
It hops out and back to you.
I'll stop looking through the cat and basically be like, okay, there's something in there. Black sludge, huge. Don't want to screw with that. And she'll like back away from all the exposed parts, like the windows and stuff, and encourage everybody else to as well.
Can you tell me exactly where this black sludge came from?
It came from underneath the boards. It's not natural. From underneath there's a dead body in there. Maybe from that? I don't know. Is there any movement from inside the house?
Now that the cat's out? No.
Well, she'll kind of call her cat back to her, have it be like perched over, like all along her shoulders, like it normally does, and kind of just sit there and wait.
Okay. You are sitting there and waiting. You, in fact, sit and wait.
I would like to use Detect Magic.
You cast Detect Magic on yourself. For the next, hour, you can see magic within line of sight. Your eyes get glazed over, and a very old face with a beard gets superimposed with yours, and then fades back so that just the eyes are superimposed.
Okay. Interesting. So can I peer into the room?
Are you actually entering the room, or are you just looking through the window?
Looking through the window.
You see no magic.
Do I see the blob still in there?
You see, now that you know where to look, you can see the dead body, but you do not see the black sludge.
I'd like to throw a rock inside.
You toss a rock inside?
Yeah, towards the body.
Okay, it hits the body and clatters down.
We have to go in. There's no way we don't go in.
You don't
I mean,
have
I'm sure there is a way we don't go in.
You could explain it away as probably not having anything to do with the case.
However, probably is leaning towards, we should probably eventually go in.
I would like Liam to make a perception check.
Ooh, that's an 11.
I cast Mage Armor on myself, just in case something happens.
Well, guys, we kind of have to go inside. At least since you know you saw the slime, you could kind of tell us where you saw it at, right?
Yes, it came up from under the floorboards.
Like under you or like in front of you? Like
Oh, in front of me. Yeah, it wanted to eat me.
Oh, great. So slime that eats you. Okay.
So my game plan, really, I would recommend let's run away, because I do not want to mess with whatever is in there.
Do you
have
be like, please don't.
Do we have any other leads besides this?
This is our only thing.
Then we probably can't go.
Well,
DM.
So I guess just ready any weapons that you have.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or spells, I guess. I'm gonna make my packed weapon. Actually, I reach into my duffel bag and I pull out a totally super duper very real longsword just from my duffel bag.
Okay,
It
so
just keeps coming.
you all watch as he reaches into his duffel bag, pulls out a sword. There is a flash of blue light, and he pulls out a sword longer than his duffel bag.
All right.
Interesting.
That's cool.
This sword itself has a blue flame motif going down the side, but it is a very Arthurian-style straight sword with a very simplistic pommel.
Okay, can I... Well, I have detect magic on. Can I detect the magic? If there's
Oh yes,
magic
it
on
is
there?
conjuration magic.
Oh, yeah. Felice is not fooled whatsoever.
Who's trying to fool you?
No one, but it seemed like you wanted to try to at least hide it from being seen from putting inside the bag.
The body's right there. You all are out.
Where's the door?
See the little curved thing? This thing? That's
That's the door. Okay.
Yep. I think y'all know the spiel by now. I'm gonna put a pile of dice out and you get to pick one. Starting
Damn,
with
I sure
Okay.
would love that gold D8 or whatever that is.
that is a gold
Man.
D10.
I would really
D10?
love that pink 1d20 that I have never seen before in my life.
Do you mean this
No.
one that you definitely didn't use for session 0?
Yeah, no, that one that I totally didn't use for session 0.
I think I'm gonna spice it up and go with that cyan cube this time.
Cyan D6.
What do you
Feeling brave
mean
today,
this
aren't we?
time? There's
spice
no
it up
last
in
time.
my whole life. Just spiciest ever been.
Yeah,
Your character
go
has
your
never
eyes.
died. There is no Warren Bossing say.
I
Yay.
will take the. You know what? I'll go on theme. I'll take the green D10, I believe that is.
The way, since you were already inside.
I would love to leave the way, but since this is all good stuff,
You know.
I will lead the way, I guess. Sure,
will-
she'll...
I'll be either right next to or right behind Felice.
Yeah, she'll bring out her core stuff, just like, well, gotta use this thing again. Oh, joy. And, basically, kind of have it out in front of her, just in case something tries to jump her, that she'll be able to push it off. But she'll make her way inside the house. Sure.
You are inside the house.
Yeah. Cool.
You see about the same as you saw last time.
Mm-hmm.
Did we all enter together?
If you would like.
I think
Yeah.
that's what happened. We entered together.
Felice
Perseus,
is
did you enter with
gonna
us?
go closer to
Yeah.
the corpse and
Okay, yeah,
actually
we all
flip it
entered together.
over.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw, and everyone roll me initiative. All right, so 25 to 20. Anyone not be a cuck?
20, baby!
Whoa! 20 to 15.
15.
15 to 10. 10 to 5.
7.
You had to ask.
I know, right?
To be fair, there is a range 5 to 0.
We didn't get
That is true. That is the beyond. Oh my god, I am screwed.
So we have 2 7s. Jork has a higher dex.
19. Yay.
19, huh?
That's a number that's high.
You take
Did
20
I-
d12 damage.
Oh my god.
No.
Like Bludge, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, Black Slime, how do you want to do this? So the Black Slime reaches out and a bubble pops with little white and purple spores. Purple and white spores spread out over the ground near it. You manage to just barely jump back. Liam, you are
Yes.
up at
Wonderful.
the top of the order.
Can I reach back in my head? Would something of this nature would I have heard about any inherent weaknesses in something such as this?
Nature check.
Alrighty. That's a 5.
You think it's weak to water.
I would like to produce flame and hold my action.
Cloud of Spores is right here, by the way. So within a 5-foot radius of the body. All right, so you are holding a piece of flame. From that, we move on to Percy. There's
All right.
dead body and a cloud of spores.
Just a dead body, cloud of spores. You don't see anything else, right?
Yep.
I'm still just ready in action to swing my my stupid little longsword in case something nasty pops up.
Silly little long sword.
My totally real, super cool longsword. And I guess that's my turn, just to ready that action.
All right, we're ready in action. The body gets up.
I hate that.
Oh, that's not
Hate
very Felice
that.
Navidad of you.
Jork, what's your armor class?
My what now?
Armor class.
Armor class 14.
This shambling corpse throws itself at you. And as it hits you, there is a splatter of this black goop that has now crawled its way inside of its body. You take 6 damage, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I got a natural 1. +1 equals 2.
You are stunned as these spores coming out of this mouth that just bit at you seep into your lungs and absolutely rack your nervous system.
I may require assistance.
Would my ready action not have activated from this?
Yes, any ready actions currently go off now that the zombie is being a zombie. I do not have D&D Beyond open, so if you roll dice, you do have to tell me.
It's a 19 to hit.
19 to hit. All right. That may hit. I'm not sure.
Oh my god, there's no way. Its AC is more than 19. Please.
That was a joke. Its AC is very low. You rolled a 19.
8.
8 whole damage. I would like you to make me a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Why? Oh yeah, it was slashing damage. Since that probably matters.
Actually, it might.
Was a 21.
All right, congratulations. You sink this sword into its flesh, and the first layer of skin cuts real easy. And then the black goop underneath doesn't cut so well. After your reaction, it and the slime's turn. Through the ground, 4 more slimes come out.
I would quip, but my mouth is full of garbage.
You would quip, but you're currently stunned.
Yeah.
All right, and then each of them will come out of the ground for their turn. Then we move on to Felice. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
13. It was a 13. I
You
got
are
a 13.
no longer stunned.
Yay.
However, you did lose a turn.
This turn?
Yes, you lose this turn.
Okay.
We move on to Neumond.
So we have a zombie man and
Yes.
slimes.
Zombie Man and 4 slimes.
Is slime also in zombie man?
Yes, there is also a slime in Zombie Man.
Okay, lovely. I'm gonna use chill touch on the zombie man. Well, I got a 16.
Now roll me your damage.
5.
5? All right. Where this cooling grasp from this bone-addled rune hand hits the zombie, the slime starts to shirk away slightly. Now on to Liam. Your turn again.
I would like to yeet my flame at the slime.
Which slime?
Slime A.
I will call this one Slime A.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That is 1 fire damage.
The fire sizzles out as it hits it.
Maybe water was the key.
Is that all you're doing, Liam?
Could I attempt to pour water on the slime?
That would be an action.
Alright, I will... I'm gonna do it as bonus action. I will cast Zephyr Strike on myself, then.
Alright, we are on then to Percy.
Okay. So I have a question. For Booming Blade, does casting the spell cast as an action, and do I have to swing it again as another action?
No, Booming Blade, you swing the sword as part of the action.
Alright, so I guess I'll cast Booming Blade on my sword and I'll swing with it. Another 19 to hit.
On the zombie?
My
Yeah.
God!
Are you the light blue one?
I am the gold one.
The gold one. Okay, I'm gonna assume you were in the doorway. Because you already hit the
Sure.
zombie. So you hit.
And that is, ooh, big damage. 12 slashing damage.
Alright, you watch as this sword cleaves into its jaw, and it's 12 slashing?
Yes, sir.
What about Booming
And
Blade?
if it moves 5 feet or more away from me, it takes a d8 thunder damage. That's only if
Oh,
it
okay.
moves.
So the sword cleaves in and leaves this little spark of flame sitting on it.
I end my turn.
Alright, the slims. This one moves 5 feet. This one moves 5 feet. This one moves 5 feet and is in range. This one moves 5 feet and is in range.
Big stink. Big stink. Huge
Okay,
stink.
Mitti, do me a favor and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, then I have a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay.
Yes.
20.
The slime lunges at your face.
Oh,
A little bit of it splashes down on your body, causing little pockmarks and acid burns. You take
my poor cloak. It has holes in it.
5 acid damage.
Nah, you'll be fine. It's fine. Just shake it off. Shake
And
off the cloak.
Jork.
Damage.
Yes, 5 acid damage. I would like you to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 24.
Okay? The other slime that is near you jumps at you and does the same thing. This one, you definitely dodge out of the way, and by dodge out of the way, I mean it just doesn't get quite tall enough. It's a very tired slime.
Slicky slime.
You take
Man,
6
I wish it
acid
was
damage.
like me. Yeah, so is it my... No.
Yes, it is your turn. Oh,
It's
wait, no,
my
it's the
turn.
zombie's turn. Sorry.
Never mind. I'm going back.
The zombie's turn. It bites Jork again. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Okay. Moving from the zombie, now it is Felice's turn.
Yay. Congrats me. Pats on back. Let's do an enhance ability on myself.
With what ability?
Cat's Grace.
All right, dexterity.
Bonus action. And then I'll do a bit of a Tales from Beyond. You know, a little funny action. You get my drift.
Haha, funny. You all watch as spectral energy starts to swirl around Jork's character as she mutters to herself about various things.
Tail of the Dragon! The target spews fire from the mouth in a 30-foot cone. Each character in the creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking fire damage equal to 4 rolls of your bardic inspiration die on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Oh! Okay. Who is kind of in line of fire, or...
So you can
Who
hit 2
has-
slimes, 1 slime and a zombie, or all of your friends.
Well, I was wondering which one is looking at all of the opponents and not just me. So it doesn't just have to be me.
The only way you'd be able to hit all of the opponents is if you backed up and then used it on yourself
Mhm.
to like what's the range?
30 foot.
Yeah, you could back up to like here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sorry, here
And then cone it. Yeah,
and cone
sure.
it. And you hit your friends.
Oh, Yeah.
We have to roll.
Yes, you would have to roll.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna give it to somebody else, cause who wants to potentially hit people with fire
So
and dragon?
Liam can get these two slimes, or these two slimes, or these two slimes. Or sorry, these three slimes if he aims it right. Mitti can get this slime, and the zombie.
I'll give it to Liam. Where do you want to aim that? Where do you want to aim the dragon?
I would like to aim it right.
Right.
What, not left?
Or I would like to aim it so that I can hit 3 slimes.
The 3 slimes. Okay. Mitti, roll me a saving throw.
Right.
Uh-oh. I apologize for what I'm about to do.
Oh, yes.
It's
got,
fine.
well, I don't know if it's a yes, but it's dexterity, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah! Mitti, you didn't get surged with fire! Woo!
19.
Congratulations!
All right. So what is? Oh, I need to make 3 dex saves.
Huzzah!
All of them pass with all 3 natural 20s.
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean,
Whatever,
not
it'll
at all the
still take
case.
half damage.
They're fucking slimes. They have -4 to dex.
So, taking fire damage equal to 4 of your bardic inspiration die. 4. Okay, 46.
46.
So, that is 16
Hey.
fire damage.
Fast math.
So, Mitti, you take 8.
Okay, that's fine. It happens.
Don't worry, I'll freaking heal you later. It's okay, I can make up for the damage I caused. It's great.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, I can't do anything else.
I mean, you could move.
I could move. In fact, I will move to the farthest away from the bad guys.
All right. No one gets an attack of opportunity against you.
Huzzah! Not go to the entirely at the end of the room. Halfway. Give me a halfway.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Hey there!
Whoa, pumpkin in a chair.
There!
That moves us on to Neumond. You just got blasted with fire.
I really did. I really did have that happen. Okay, I'm going to use. If I were to also do said cone shape of attack, what can I hit?
From where you currently
Within
are,
15 feet. Yeah.
you can hit at most 2 slimes. Or a slime and a
Back up
zombie.
a little bit.
You back up a little bit, you can hit 2 slimes and a zombie. Or you can move this way and hit 3 slimes, I think. 5, 10, 15. No.
And who else would she be hitting?
Yeah. Because this might not be great.
If you want to hit 2,
Yeah.
you can hit at most 2 slimes. And if you want to try and hit 2 slimes and a zombie, you would have to hit Liam and Gold Boy. What a Percy.
It's not worth hitting them. I'll do the other 2 slimes.
Actually,
The ones toward the window.
wait.
Good to know you care, Mitti. Good to know you care.
5, 10, 15, but that would also still hit them. Okay, yep. So these two by the window?
Yeah, but I don't hit anyone else, right?
Yep.
Okay, great. I'm going to use color spray.
Alright.
That'd be a
Roll
little
60-10. 27677 or 276677.
Yes.
That affects both of them.
Nice.
They are both blinded.
Nice.
Bad news.
It doesn't matter, does it?
They're slimes.
I thought that it would matter.
They have no eyes.
Then how do they see?
They literally have a thing called blind sense.
Through pure hate.
that?
That's how.
In their case, their version of blind sense is they can sense heat and motion.
Everybody, stand still.
It's actually in the lore of slimes. It's a thing in D&D. They thought about it.
Well, you guys obviously know I know nothing about slimes.
Yes.
Honestly,
But
I
it's
didn't know that
okay.
fact either, so don't
Oh,
feel stupid.
see, it's okay.
The slimes are now covered in a bunch of pretty colors.
They're easier to see, guys. I made this easier for
Yeah.
us.
Then going from Neumond's turn, would you like to do anything else?
Back up just a little bit.
Towards the wall here? Or
Yeah. Just like take steps back. Yeah.
All right. Liam, we're back to you.
Ah. I would like to pour some water on the nearest slime to me.
Do you want to pour it on the zombie slime or the slime slime?
The slime.
Are you going to use your action to pour water on a slime?
Yes. I say with great confidence.
You pour water on a slime.
And nothing happens, correct?
You
No.
pour water on a
Something does
slime.
happen. Something
The
does happen.
slime is wet.
We got
Perfect.
sparkly. We got wet. We're just missing one more slime.
Yeah, on fire. Can we set them on fire?
Perfect.
Oh wait, try that. Never
All right.
Sorry.
So, Liam, you have spent your turn pouring water on a slime.
Yes, and I'm proud of it.
Okay. Percy.
mind. Yeah.
I'll I'll just keep attacking the zombies.
Roll to hit.
I know. I'm offering a lot of variety here. Let's find
You
out what I
really
got.
are. You really
11
are.
to hit.
Like,
You hit.
right.
Don't bother
Oh.
rolling damage. The
Can I do
zombie.
it just in case?
No.
Or just for fun? Just for fun?
No.
Just to see what I work on.
You roll damage and I'm negating it.
Fine.
You
Can't
roll
negate
damage and
it.
it heals that much.
Oh
Oh
no.
my God.
Rad.
The zombie crumples to the ground and the slime that was in it crawls out.
No.
Kill,
Before
kill, kill,
also
kill,
dying.
Kill.
Oh no, it's we're good for that.
Cool. I guess that's my turn.
Also, the cloud of spores is gone. That's your turn. You have successfully killed the zombie slime.
Now we just have
Yeah,
others.
baby.
That's what I'm talking
Woo!
about.
Glittery, wet, and slime.
That moves it to the slime's turn. This one moves 10 feet. This one moves 10 feet. This one moves 10 feet.
Why are they circling around us?
They may, in fact, all be heading towards the large mass of people, yes.
Yeah, they are, most
It
definitely.
may in fact all be cringe, but we are not sure.
This one moves 30 feet towards Jork.
Hey!
So, Liam, I would like you to make me 2 dexterity saving throws as they both jump at you.
1, 14, 2, 20.
10? All right. So first, you take 3 acid damage. And second, I would like you to note that you are now restrained, as one of them latches onto your face. You are restrained, blind, and deafened, and then goops down to your arms, pinning your arms to your side. I would now like a charisma saving throw.
For me?
Yes, from you.
Yeet. That's an 18.
All right. Your mouth gets flooded with spores and your mind with thoughts. But you managed to push both away.
Yeah. Big So is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Fun. Amazing,
See, I cannot hear
even.
and I cannot.
How far away am I from Liam?
5, 10, 15, about 20 feet.
About 20 feet? Okay, well that... We're gonna do another tail, because I'm not actually quite sure what to do here. Oh, another 10. I would actually like to... You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna Dissonant Whispers the slime. It's a wisdom saving throw.
That's amazing.
What?
Oh, yeah, it fails. So you remember how it has a bunch of bad stats? Yeah, wisdom's one of them.
I figured. 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. Which slime are you targeting? The one on Liam?
Yeah.
All right. It goes pop. Everyone within a 5-foot radius of Liam, please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Does that include me?
Are you within 5 feet of Liam?
I
No.
don't think I'm within 5 feet.
You are.
I am? I thought it was
Liam?
one box.
Yep,
Why are
one
you
box this way.
within 5 feet?
It's this area.
Got you.
Does that mean the slimes
3.
around me also have to make
3 from Mitti. You
Yeah.
take 2
Yes.
damage.
Oh.
Get a sick
lovely.
5.
You take 2 damage.
Oh my
God.
god. You know how much it's gonna cost me dry cleaning?
About 20 gold.
More than you probably actually.
None if
Actually,
none
no,
if
you
one of
don't.
us knows prestidigitation.
No, there's already holes in the clothes. You actually have to get this tailored again.
Oh, are you kidding me?
All of you have to pay for tailoring every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
I don't, baby!
You get a discount on tailoring as you can buy the raw materials. You still have to tailor every week.
Yeah, but I just would have to go for a new outfit every week. And that's something I can do.
Now, that is the end of one Felice's turn. Neumond.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Alright, so I don't know what this is gonna do. Last time we tried something, did nothing. We're gonna try something else. Hopefully it does something. Can I those are 4, right? The slime that came from the zombie is alive? Or
No.
is that just another slime?
Dead. The slime that came from the zombie turned into a black puddle.
So we only have 3 slimes left.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure because I was like, wait, hold on. I want to try. Emphasis on try. I want to use chill touch on the slime that's in front of me by the window.
Roll your to hit.
Gosh. It's a 9.
You hit.
Oh, okay, great.
So, Mitti, what's your damage?
Yeah, things going.
It is 7.
7 whole damage on Slime D. You watch as this slime explodes with no one within 5 feet of it.
I still blinded, deafened, and restrained.
No, it exploded
That
on your
one
face.
exploded. Yeah.
And we do move on to your turn.
I will attack whichever slime is. I'll attack the red D6 slime
Okay. With sword?
with me short swords. And now for the fun Zephyr Strike advantage roll. Huh. Huh. Oh boy, this is a 9 hit.
I don't know, does it?
It hit last time.
I'm asking you.
It hit last
last-
time.
I've never. Oh, you're right. I did. Okay,
Yeah. It was literally the last attack roll was also a 9.
that is 8 slashing damage, 3 psychic damage,
Right, 3
and
damage.
a nifty 1 force damage.
Alright. Got you under your turn?
I still have a bonus action attack. Is that slime still standing?
Oh, yeah, it's still standing.
Oh, okay. I will bonus action attack it with my second short sword.
Roll your to hit.
Does a 23 hit?
No.
Alright.
Roll your damage.
That's 10 slashing damage.
Alright. We move on to Percy.
Alright, I'll attack the slime that wasn't just attacked.
That wasn't just attacked?
That's right.
Okay.
Because he wants to be special and unique.
I do.
Roll to hit.
I'll do Booming Blade again.
Booming
So,
blade. Okay.
Yep. Big money, no whammies. That's a 6. Not to brag.
Whammies, no money.
I'm gonna be honest. You somehow managed to not hit an inanimate blob.
That's really funny. Nice job, buddy.
A snake somewhere is laughing.
I end my turn.
Alright. That moves on to the slime's turn.
I just like to imagine
This one moves 10 feet.
The freaking cheer. It's like it's the grandma, but the thing is, she's wearing having like a pointer finger, like a number 1, and wearing having like a
This one
pom
moves
pom in
over
her
here.
hand, being like, "Aw."
Mitti
Oh,
and Mitti and Funky. Roll me dexterity saving throws.
Small question.
14.
Yes?
Have either of those slimes moved out of my...
No.
Okay.
That is a 4 for my dex saving throw.
You are
Yeah.
currently blind, deafened, and restrained as you are engulfed by a slime.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
we
Getting
literally just
bored.
went over
I hate it
this.
here.
Welcome to the acid.
What'd you get, Minnie?
14.
You managed to bat this slime out of the way. You take 4 damage. At the end of the slime's turn, I would like Percy to make me a charisma saving throw.
Let's go. I have a +6 to that. It doesn't matter. It's a 10.
All right, Percy.
Bro, do you need help?
That's
You are
that's
no
a
longer
solid-
blind, deafened, and restrained.
Oh my god. My will is just too strong.
Hair is just too beautiful. Skin is just too clean.
We move on to Neumond's turn.
I want to use Misty Step to get away from this area. It's 30 feet, so just away. That's it. That is all I'm gonna do.
All right. Sorry, I missed Felice's turn.
There's just like one slime left, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna Dissonant Whispers him again. The one boy that is left standing.
I roll a saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
What is your DC?
13.
It passes.
Bruh. Bruh.
I am just as
Wow.
bruh as you are, man.
Successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
How much damage
Well,
would
take
that
both
be?
damage.
Together.
What is the base damage for it?
So it's like, what's half a 9?
Half a 9 is 4.
4.5.
Okay.
4.
it takes 4 damage.
Don't worry about it.
Just like
All right, the combat
brain
is over.
goes into deeper math. Oh no.
Combat is over.
Yay. We did it.
So how's everybody
no.
feeling? We all good?
Awful. I feel awful. Awful. Oh
Just-
wow. I'm barely hanging on, guys.
Maybe you should just take a seat. Get some rest.
There is nothing in this room.
Yeah, there's just nothing.
Nothing,
Oh, can we look underneath the floorboards? Actually, that might be
There was
something.
no floorboards. It was
There
a
was
dirt
nothing.
floor.
So it
It
came
was
from
all
the
slime.
dirt, like mud.
Yep.
That was all slime. Okay,
Ah.
that's cool. That's not discomforting whatsoever. No.
Where's somewhere that we would normally find slime, right? Slime's like what? Gross, icky.
You'd find it in a swamp.
Probably.
You think there would be anything in the sewers?
Huh. Well, we don't know if this is actually connected to the missing persons. We just
Yeah.
I would like Liam to make me another perception roll.
I'm assuming this
normally
is
I
going
would
to lead
agree.
us to understanding that this is actually.
Hey, that's a
related to
10.
space.
You notice nothing.
As usual.
You gotta
It's
trust
okay,
me. I'm
they just
pretty
need
sure
their
we
eye
have been under the
droplets.
sewers. I don't know how to explain it, but I can just feel it. Call it
You
like
feel the
intuition.
sewers. Okay.
Did all those slimes explode? Or is there one still, like, in Perseus?
Yeah.
Combat's
Is there one
over.
still
Perseus, do you have a
there,
slime in
or is
there?
it- So there's nothing in the house. Nothing. It's completely empty.
It is
We
completely
get
empty.
all of them.
Okay. So
Yeah, I think
there's
they
just
did
a
get
dead
all-
body, and the windows are broken outward, and the door was kicked
Liam,
inward.
you do recognize that this dead body is wearing very similar garb to someone else you've met.
I would like to... I'd like to search this mangled zombify corpse.
Roll me investigation.
Oh!
Mm.
That's a 5.
Oh my gosh!
Even with a 5, you find a necklace around their neck that has a black coin.
Oh,
Alrighty.
this me again.
Do we see him get the black coin?
Yes.
Okay.
He very much so goes and pats down the body.
Yeah, just grabs it. Okay.
Yeah. Unless you want to try and hide it.
No, I'm not gonna try.
Let's see.
Not gonna try. It won't work.
Can't hide my own hand. How am I gonna hide something like
That's
this?
so true. Couldn't hide a hand.
Still remembering,
Well,
but something you recognize?
yeah, we've seen a coin like this before.
Oh, yeah. That was what was that?
The good old merchant who dealt us some life-saving salts for this man over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Life saving.
That led us to a bar.
That led us
here,
to a crazy encounter with a bunch of crazy people.
which might lead us back to the bar.
Oh,
We're going back.
joy.
I would see it.
So are we not gonna follow the lead that I suggested?
Well, we
We
collected
We
something,
are.
so
We are.
Just in a different way.
All right.
Instantly pacified. Oh yeah, we are going into the sewers, right? Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I don't think we'll find that much more here. So
yeah.
We can go. DM, we
Yeah.
are going. DM, we are going.
Where are you
Let's
going?
doors.
I'm going to take the body.
You're going to take the body.
No, that's a bad idea.
Very bad idea.
Smell alone.
Yeah.
Oof.
Hey,
yeah,
Felice, how far can that cat of yours go?
Do you want it for a message?
Yes.
It cannot relay any messages.
It can
Well, it
carry a
can
scrap
still
of paper,
hold
can
it.
it not?
Yeah.
It can put a paw print on the paper.
If we write,
Hey, do
if
one of
we
you
write paper and
rations?
put it,
That
put
is
it
fair.
in its mouth.
That is fair. If you can attach something to it. That makes sense.
Yeah, attach it to the red string.
Mhm.
Okay, so little thing of paper on the cat. What's the message?
Message to. Oh, his name was not Jimmy, but I don't know his actual name.
The only name.
Not Jimmy.
To the person, no, to the bartender. We found one of your missing people. Enclosed is proof of such. The cat will lead you to where it is, to where the remains are.
So it's leading back to the body?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah. If familiar, you can just hop off and do that. Alrighty.
Have you ever
so
tried the mushrooms on your head? Do they taste any good?
Excuse me?
Those are.
I'm hungry. I asked. Do you have any rations? Nobody answered me, so I said something that'll give me an answer.
You
Now, would the
know,
taste or not taste good?
you still
I don't have mushrooms on my head.
You still do owe us a bit of a meal, correct? How about we just all go out then after this?
Let me taste them.
He doesn't actually have mushrooms. That was a joke.
That was a joke.
Yes. The mushrooms were a
Yeah.
joke. Sorry.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I mean, if you give me a basic liquid, I can make you something very delicious.
Oh, do you wanna cook?
No,
Mm.
this. Never mind. I'm just gonna go. Wait. I'm just gonna wait here for the cat to come back.
Alright, yeah, for the cat to come back with the person?
Your
Without a person.
your cat comes back with nothing.
Oh. Huh. I don't get memories. No, that'd be OP.
No, you can look through its eyes, but if something happens outside of it, it really can't communicate. It is just a cat.
Could I? Well, since we're just going to be waiting here, could I look through its eyes while since we're just waiting here, we're not really doing anything else.
You have an outer
You
limit
could,
to how much you can control it. So it
Okay,
Could
that's
just
fair.
tell one of the guards on their way to the next lead, and they could just come here and get it.
Let's not talk to the guards.
Yes, let's not talk to the guards.
I don't think that
Liam,
they are
behind
very.
you, there is a familiar robed figure.
Is this the bar now?
Yes, this is the bar now.
Oh,
Oh,
We've received your
hello,
message.
Bart.
yes. If you look inside here, opens up the door a bit, and you'd see the body inside.
Oh, I was here.
This may be.
I was watching.
You were watching. Oh.
You are to find
Well.
who did this and eliminate them. And this dark-robed, very tight, wrapped figure just walks away.
Which is why I'm saying we should follow the next lead and head to the sewers.
Do you have any association with the gardener?
We do not know the gardener.
I see.
No, the Muffin Man.
You ask a
like to
stupid
know.
question, I'll give you another hole in your hand.
Rude, first off.
Oh, so that's what that was.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
kind of.
tell you, a bar now.
I love how Deuce has just become a bar now.
Yes. Deal with it. I would like to procure a permit to go into the sewers.
You can go into the sewers.
What?
Jackson, there is no reason why anyone cannot go into the sewers.
Fine.
Which is really weird.
Yeah.
Basically, the
Oh,
assumption
weird.
is no one would want to, so they haven't
what I
made
was-
it illegal.
That's what I was thinking, that it's probably nobody wants to go in the sewers.
Yeah, so why would it ever be made illegal?
I'm sure they're over exaggerating.
But what if you want?
The nearest manhole.
I would like to remind you, your city is built on top of a section of ruins that was known for having abominations and all sorts of heretical magic.
That still sounds completely.
I will hop down.
Before we man.
All
I
right.
was
Time
gonna say
to
before
head.
we go.
Hmm?
Healing.
Yes.
Oh, can we take a short
Healing.
rest or a long
Yeah.
rest?
I mean, you can.
Not really doing that bad.
Yes. I would like a long rest, please.
I
Can I
would
do
like
that?
I would like anything to get heals. Anything actually would be great.
I suppose it would be more of a short rest then.
Guys, I
We're gonna
don't
do this.
want to be that guy, but I'm very sure if we let time go by, we will miss whatever we need to look at.
Yeah, well, my feet hurt.
Carry you. Go down.
Oh.
Gosh,
All right then.
this is
so
gonna
then-
be a
Does anybody have any
struggle.
rations? Does anybody have any rations? Please.
No.
Why are you so insistent on rations? It's barely been a day.
I'm hungry.
You have your own rations.
Eat your own rations.
I don't have rations.
Everyone
Why do you
has
not have
rations.
rations?
Because he chose gold.
I ever need rations in the city?
Oh.
Come on, let's be realistic here.
Buy food.
You know what? You can wait until we're done with this. If this is suddenly becoming a problem, you can wait until we're done. All right?
So what's the plan of action?
I guess we're gonna go down into the sewers right
Yes,
now.
we are going now.
All
The
right.
only one who has fun.
If
You-
I die,
There are
How
plenty
understand why I would have
of
rations
there are
in the
plenty
city.
of manholes dotted throughout the city. It's very easy to get to one, and you can hop down fairly easily. It's a short drop with a ladder. However, the sewers themselves are very wide, tunneled corridors.
Felice is going to very stubbornly, not want to touch the ground. So she will actually ask Liam to carry her.
My shoulders.
Yeah!
I am not using my hands. It is your It is your responsibility. Stay on, not mine.
That's fair.
Liam, does an 18 hit your armor class?
Yeah.
What?
Cool. I'm gonna take a nice big bite out of you, bro. You look-
Liam, make me a Constitution saving throw.
I want to taste. You looking good, my guy.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Scrumptious.
pelt you across the face with a quarterstaff. Stop that.
Wait for your turn.
Will
It
do.
hasn't even been a day. There's no reason your character would be this hungry.
You don't know what I've been through. I'm hungry,
What, have
man.
you just not been eating for the past 6 days?
I'm hungry.
Vomit a lot earlier.
Liam, I need that Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution saving throw.
And
I want to give him guidance on that.
you can't. This is a reaction. You need time
Darn.
to cast guidance.
That is fair.
So what?
That's a 6.
Okay, you are stunned as spores shoot out of Perseus's mouth. Also, Perseus, you do 1 plus your strength modifier worth of damage to Liam.
Wow. So, 2 damage. Let's go.
Bites aren't that effective for normal humans. And that is where we will leave it for next time.
Fuck you.
Bro, you were just looking too good. I had to get a bite. Come on.
Oh, this is totally planned.
I
Oh,
love how
this is
you
totally
even
a
asked,
DM
is
plan.
there still a slime in him? And I
did.
very much so did not confirm or deny. I just said the combat was ended.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's sus, but, you know.
I was just hungry, man. You don't know
Yeah,
what
my sword
Oh, speaking of hunger, you have a point of exhaustion.
Which
I
one
got
of
a
us?
point of exhaustion? Let's go.
Yes. The one who's currently having his insides eaten out.
Yeah, I can just
Guys, I just need
I'll-
milk, a goat's kidney stone.
This isn't a poison, honey.
Yeah, but I can make him poisons.
Yeah, we literally just met this guy. Mitti, it's up to you to save his ass.
Guys, I can't even save myself right now. I don't know what you're talking
Oh.
So
about.
true.
Oh, this isn't
You
gonna
do,
work.
by the way, very much so see this black slime pouring out of him.
I'm gonna kill you.
Ah.